Another important concept, very specific to SQL, is something called like and wildcards. I don't know how many of you are C programmers here, but this is very similar to regex expressions, right? If you have, if you know C, C++, Java, there's something called regular expressions. It is the same thing, but let's look at what a wildcard is, okay? See this query. I'm selecting actor ID, first name and last name from the actor table, where first name like JOHN, and then I'm putting this percentage symbol. Now this percentage symbol is called the wildcard. What does wildcard mean? Wildcard means that this first name should contain the first 4 characters as JOHN, after which I don't care what comes. It can be Johnson, it can be Jonathan, or it can be just John. Okay, let's say I remember just, someone called John and I want to pull up the records of John, but I don't remember if it was Jonathan or Johnson, right? That's why these wildcards will become very important. So if I, let's say, run this piece of code, you will see that I've got 3 records where the first name is Johnny, which has JOHN as the first 4 characters and NY as after JOHN. Johnny Cage, same, and JOHN, which has just the first 4 characters as JOHN and nothing afterwards. Okay, so this is a wildcard. I'll just put it here in the chat window. Now wildcard works with the like operator, right? They both come together, the like and the wildcard. So it's always with the like operator. Now, for example, see this. I want all the records where the first name ends with the letter L. Okay, this is the letter L. So what I do is I put a percentage before the letter L. That means the last letter of the first name will be L, but anything before that can come. Okay, let's run this. See this. All these first names have L as their last letter. Carl, Val, Daryl, Russell, Merrill, Will, Michael, right? So wildcard with the like operator can come before or can come after. Now here I'm using 2 wildcards, 2 percentages, where the first name contains the word TH, T for Tango, H for Hotel, right? See this, all these first names have TH, either they're in the middle or in the end. I don't think there's something in the beginning. Sora, TH is in the beginning. Now, what we have learned the AND operator, we have learned the OR operator, we have learned in, we have learned not in, we have learned like, we have also learned wildcards, right? So let's use all of it together once. Let's go to another table called the address table. So whenever you're exploring a new table, the first thing that you would need to do is obviously look at the different columns it has, right? So we'll do a select star from address, right? And look at the columns it has. Let's run this. Okay, this is a bigger table than the actor table. It has address ID, the address, address line 2, district, city ID, postal code, phone, location, and last update. Okay. Now we know that, okay, it has 603 rows, it has different addresses, so much information. Okay. Now here what I'm doing is I'm using where with district equal to Alberta and address like lane, right? So this address should contain the word lane. It can be before or it can be after, anywhere, right? So let's run this. So there is only one address which has a lane in it and where the district is Alberta. Give me all the information from the address table where district is equal to Buenos Aires and the address should have either AL or EL. I'll first run it. Those of you who got 3 records, you're absolutely right. Okay. And those of you who have got 0 or more than 3, it's wrong. Okay. So let's break this query down. All the information where district is Buenos Aires and address should have either AL or EL, right? So there are 2 conditions actually. One condition is the district has to be Buenos Aires. The second condition is this address should have either AL or. So let's run this also. So the first condition, you can either put your district condition first or your address condition first, that doesn't matter. But look at this. I put a bracket, right? Because this is one condition, address like AL or address like EL. And the second condition is district equal to Buenos Aires, right? Okay. Let's look at this. People who have written this, select star from address where district equal to Buenos Aires and address like AL or EL. This is also right, 3 records. Okay, but in reality, since there are only these 3 records in this table, it is giving you the right answer, but this is a wrong way of writing it. Okay, please make sure that whenever there is a condition like this, make use of the brackets. Okay, because more often than not, brackets works in, there are 2 advantages to it. One is it makes it very clear for the other person to know what you're trying to tell. Second is it will give you the right answer. Okay, there are various different things that you can do, but make sure that you use your brackets. See, brackets are also used to make it more logical for some other person actually reading the code, right? So if I read this, I'll clearly understand that, okay, you're talking about address, right? One condition. It should be AL or EL and district equal to Buenos Aires. This is the second condition. That's one of the reasons. Second reason, obviously, sometimes, it will throw errors because it will not throw syntactical errors, but it will throw errors, logical errors.